President Ramon Magsaysay State University Student Handbook. The registered university seal and its core elements. Color gold symbolizes prestige and glory. Color blue symbolizes technology. Color red symbolizes dynamism, being proactive, energetic. 7 rays symbolizes the 7 high-performing campuses. Gears represents technology and engineering. Atom represents art and sciences. Books represents education. Fish represents fisheries. Tree represents forestry. Tractor represents agriculture. Column symbolizes stiffness, tautness, foundation. Shield symbolizes security, tautness, mightiness. Circle symbolizes continuous development. President Ramon symbolizes greatness, service, excellence, all his virtue and ideals. The vision, mission, quality policy of the President Ramon Magsaysay State University. Section 1. PRIMSU shall be a premier learner-centered and proactive university in a digital and global society. Section 2. University Mission. The PRIMSU shall be primarily provide advanced and higher professional, technical, and special instructions in various disciplines, undertake research, extension, and income generation programs for the sustainable development of Zambales, the region, and the country. Section 3. The President Ramon Magsaysay State University is committed to continually strive for excellence in instruction, research, extension, and production to strengthen global competitiveness, adhering the quality standards for the utmost satisfaction of its valued customers. Okay, let us now proceed to the Guidance Office. President Ramon Magsaysay State University, Botolan Campus. Guidance and Counseling Center, Organizational Structure. Dr. Roy N. Villalobos, University President. Dr. Felipa M. Rico, Vice President for the Academic and Students Affairs. Dr. Rene B. Regaspi, Campus Director. Dr. Cecilia C. Garzon, University Director, OSAS. Jessica Ruth Diesta, OSA Coordinator. Mr. J. Diaz, University Head of Guidance and Counseling Center. Ms. Carla Joanne D. Shock, Coordinator of Guidance and Counseling Center. So now, let us take a look at the Guidance Office of President Ramon Magsaysay State University, Botolan Campus. Guidance and Counseling and Testing Services, Vision, Mission, and Objectives. Section 1. Vision. To have resilient and mentally healthy Ramonian students. Section 2. Mission. The PRIMSU Guidance and Counseling Services commits to assisting students in their academic and personal life by providing evidence-based guidance and counseling programs and services. Section 3. Objective. The Guidance and Counseling Services will spearhead in the development of values of every Ramonian through appropriate services geared towards producing students who can cope with the hassles of everyday life and become responsible, God-fearing, nationalistic, committed, and productive individual regardless of gender, beliefs, and religion. Section 4. Guidance and counseling staff and functions. Head Guidance and Counseling Services. Manager ensures the provision and proper functioning of all the guidance personnel, activities, budget, and facilities. Developer assesses needs for program planning, research, evaluation, improvement, and establishment of accountability. Leader provides direction and motivation for personal and program improvement, planning and preparing the program together with the staff, planning and controlling the budget, recruitment, selection, assignment, and evaluation of personnel, ensuring the proper implementation and evaluation of all guidance services, coordinating with the school community for proper support and understanding of guidance activities and services, ascertaining that ethical standards are observed by the guidance personnel and in the extension of services, programs, and activities. Guidance Counselor provide counseling, psychoeducational assessment, and individual student support, recommendations, and advice to student, teacher, and parents. Work as a part of a multidisciplinary team and facilitate effective working relationships and partnerships with parents, school personnel, and external support agencies in order to provide comprehensive support, case management, and referral service that optimizes students' access and engagement in educational program. Develop guidance and counseling program. Provide a counseling and referral service to assist students in decision making in the different issues of their lives, such as the client's educational, personal, social, emotional, spiritual, and career development. Conduct activities such as students' observation and psychoeducational assessment. They also provide specific support in career development and future pathways options counseling. Balance the ethical issues of privacy and confidentiality in the performance of his duties. Keep a record of clients. Collaboratively work with other members of the school and offices. Maintain active membership and professional guidance and counseling association. Advocate of the guidance and counseling profession. Keep abreast with the counseling profession. Psychometrician. Administer, score, and interpret test results. Plan and conduct research studies. Identify and select test materials to be purchased in coordination with the head of the Guidance and Counseling Center. Coordinate with concerned individuals in the preparation of the schedule of testing services, either individual or by group. Provide the counselor test results to be of aid for counseling, placements, and other relevant concerns. Encode and make a summary of test results. Prepare testing materials and other materials necessary to carry out testing activities. Keep test materials and test results with the utmost confidentiality. Keep abreast with the profession. Must be ethical at all times, especially in the conduct of his duty and responsibilities. Guidance Officer provides assistance to students, responsible for generating office duties and assistance in the guidance office. Assist in other secretarial duties on a needed basis. Aids in the administrative and organizational tasks needed to keep the guidance center operates well. Keep personal data sheets and guidance database files current. Obtain and update students' cumulative folders. Helps in the study of interest, abilities, characteristics, need, and background of students and check individuals. Act as college guidance coordinators. Make appointments for students, call students from class, and issue excuse slips back to class after seeing the guidance counselor. Performs other related work duties as assigned by the superior. Guidance Secretary ensures proper transmission of messages and appropriate reception of visitors, takes care of clerical tasks. Welcomes people of information, clients, of the whereabouts of guidance personnel, receives and transmits messages to the appropriate people, assist in checking and filling tests, assist in making summaries of test results by class and level, delivers call slips and other materials to concerned parties, encodes reports and research needed for final submission and filing, ensures organization and security of files in her care. Section 5. Guidance Program. It can function effectively only to the extent that the services are implemented by an organizational plan in which the role and responsibilities are defined and the function of the personnel involved are coordinated. Our concern is always with the person, how each individual can be helped to become the person he is capable of becoming even in this time. In a general sense, guidance is defined as the action of showing the way. Guidance is seen as the sum total of helping services purposefully created and continued to facilitate or show the way for realizing optimum human growth and development of individuals. Section 6. Guidance Services. The Guidance and Counseling Office serves as a support system responsible for the vital function of enhancing the support of the academic community. Preventive and developmental in nature, its services are integral for the entire educational process. The goal and objective of the Guidance Office is to contribute to the students' growth in their awareness and understanding of themselves, their developing self-concept, attitude and values, and their intellectual, psychological, emotional, social, and moral maturity, in order to achieve their full potential as a unique and balanced person. Guidance services encompass a variety of activities that help students to grow in self-awareness and make sensible judgments. In accordance with CHED Memorandum Order Series of 2020, guidelines on the implementation of flexible delivery of students' affairs and services during COVID-19 pandemic. Counseling Services. Counseling is a professional relationship that empowers diverse individuals, families, and groups to accomplish mental health, wellness, education, and career goals. Counseling Process. Student goes to the Guidance and Counseling Office, either walk-in, call, or as a referred client. The guidance counselor or guidance officer makes an initial assessment of the student. If the students do not need telecounseling, it will be terminated upon intake. Consequently, if the students need counseling, she will undergo counseling. The student goes telecounseling. Whenever necessary, the students may be referred to another unit, agency, or expert as part of treatment intervention. The counselor closes the case when needed. Case is terminated. Telecounseling Services. Telecounseling. It is an online, one-on-one counseling between the client and the counselor therapist, where the latter help the students with physical, emotional, and mental health issues, improve their sense of well-being, alleviate feelings of distress, and resolve crises. Telecounseling Process Number 1. Students will set an appointment through link www.facebook.com/primsugc. Number 2. The guidance counselor or guidance officer makes an initial assessment of the students via online. If the students do not need telecounseling, it will be terminated upon intake. Consequently, if the students needs telecounseling, she will undergo telecounseling. Number 3. Student undergoes telecounseling. Whenever necessary, the students may be referred to another unit, agency, or expert as part of treatment intervention. Should be there a need to conduct face-to-face counseling, may ask the client to do so following the protocol set by the government on travel permit, medical certificate, travel pass, and etc. Number 4. The counselor closes the case when needed. Number 5. Case is terminated. Testing services. Standardized test. It is an assessment instrument whose validity and reliability have been established by thorough empirical investigation and analysis. It has clearly defined norms such that a person's score is an indication of how well he or she did in the comparison to a large group of individuals representative of the population for which the test is intended. Psychological assessment. It is the gathering and integration of data to evaluate a person's behavior, abilities, and other characteristics, particularly for the purposes of making a diagnosis or treatment recommendation. Psychologist assesses diverse psychiatric problem. Example, anxiety, substance abuse, and non-psychiatric concerns. Example, intelligence, career interest. In the range of clinical, educational, organizational, forensic, and other settings, assessment data may be gathered through interviews, observations, standardized tests, self-report measures, physiological or psychophysiological measurement devices, or other specialized procedures and apparatuses. Testing process number 1. Student goes to the guidance and counseling office, either walk-in, call, or as a referred client. Number 2. The student undergoes intake interview. Number 3. The students may proceed to take psychological tests. However, whenever there is a need for counseling, testing procedure will automatically be converted to counseling. Thus, testing procedures under this process will be terminated. Number 4. The counselor. Psychometrician or the guidance officer administers the test. Number 5. The head of the unit will review and approve the result of psychological evaluation. Number 6. The counselor or psychometrician interprets the result of the evaluation. Likewise, the person responsible will release the form proving the same. Referral from the other agencies and institution. Number 1. The head of the unit makes an initial assessment of the referral. Number 2. It will forward to the office of the university president for approval. Number 3. The university president will determine if the referral is approved or denied. Number 4. Appropriate action will be taken such as, but not limited to counseling. Number 5. Collate all the pertinent documents and files. Number 6. Assigned counselor, guidance officer, or psychometrician closes the case. Number 7. Case is terminated. Entrance test. It is an examination that educational institution conduct to select prospective students for admission. Number 1. Students goes to the guidance office to secure schedule. Number 2. The psychometrician, guidance counselor, and guidance officer will verify the test permit of the students. Number 3. Schedule of the test is given to students. Orient the applicant regarding examination requirements and processes. Number 4. Students will take the examination. Number 5. Scores the test of the applicant. Number 6. Applicant will pick up the results of their test. Seminar. It is a conference or other meeting for discussion or training to conduct a series of seminars for mental health and wellness of the students, such as but not limited to the following topics: bullying, cybercrime, sexual harassment, child abuse law, children's rights, mental health, effective study habits, stress management. Webinar. It is a seminar or other presentations that takes place in the internet, allowing students in different locations to see and hear the presenters or speaker. Number 1, to conduct a series of webinars for mental health and wellness using secured platforms. Example, Zoom, Google Meet, and etc., such as but not limited to the following topics. A. Coping with fear and anxiety and setting up daily routine in time of pandemic. B. Maintaining mental health in the time of COVID-19. Psychological first aid. It is a straightforward way of delivering psychosocial care in the immediate aftermath of emergencies, including infectious disease outbreaks. It is a psychosocial care involves relating to people in a caring and compassionate way without judgments, in a way that respects their right, beliefs, and abilities. Individual inventory. A. Helps the institution build and organize and update students' profile. B. It may provide students data for research, evaluation, and planning activities. C. Assist students with the needed information about themselves. Online orientation. It is intended for the freshmen and transferees to inform them of the different services of the university. Also, to enlighten the students of the university's policies and procedures and provide possible options to the problems they may encounter later on. Community Outreach Program. It is to provide psychosocial and psychoeducational support and intervention to target communities. Section 7. Emergency Cases. Emergencies are any situations wherein there is a threat, may be potential or actual, to self and others. These situations are deemed to be the highest priority in any institution. The guidance counselor are directly involved in the event of any immediate need for the mental health intervention. However, in cases where physical injury or any need for medical attention is present, the clinic staff should be alerted to give the necessary assistance to the student in need. Emergency procedures. Number 1. Any staff, students, or member of the school community who notice a student exhibiting signs of distress or other threats of impending danger must immediately refer to the students to the University Health Center or campus security for assistance. Number 2, for physical health emergency concern, the medical doctor or medical staff should be the first-hand attendees to the situation, while the guidance counselor are the first point of contact for mental health emergencies. If the emergency case is a result of suicide attempt or the student is in critical physical condition, the students may be brought to the nearest hospital. Number 3, in cases where the counselor assesses the students in needing hospitalization, the counselor should seek the assistance of the medical staff in arranging for transportation to the nearest hospital. The counselor should not be the one to transport the students to the hospital. Number 4, the counselor may give pertinent information to the medical staff to aid the hospitalization process and may be the one to notify the parents, guardians regarding to the hospitalization of the student. Number 5, the counselor, guidance officer should notify the guidance director or the medical director of the case and must be comply with the necessary document for submission and for file. Number 6, the student who was sent to seek medical attention outside the campus can only resume his classes after presenting medical clearance and treatment plans from his attending doctors to the campus medical doctor. The counselor assigned to students should also be given these documents for proper assistance while in campus. Protocol for students with potential risk. Number 1, a counselor should never leave a student alone if there is a tendency to flee or to harm self and others. Whether it is a low or high-risk situation, consultation with the guidance director regarding the matter must be done. Number 2, the counselor should notify or signal a code to another guidance staff about the potential threatening situation in order to get assistance from the health and security services. Number 3, if the counselor assesses the students as someone who may act violently in the guidance office, the following must be observed. A. Remain calm. B. Maintain a safe distance between you and the students and always be situated near the door. C. Lower your voice and speak in a calm manner. D. Do not make sudden moves. E. Offer to help. Students' conduct and discipline purpose number 1. The guidelines of the Student Code of Conduct are generally parallel with the overall mission and vision of the university. Number 2. The use of the Students' Code of Conduct is to set expectations for the students to obey the rules and regulations of the university. Number 3. Therefore, there must be an established guideline to ensure students, teachers, and school authorities' safety and security to regulate students' behavior. General provisions. President Ramon Magsaysay State University maintained discipline inside its campus and within the immediate surroundings of the school premises. The institution also exercises disciplinary authority over the students outside its campus and beyond school hours, terms, or year on the instance as follows. Number 3. Where schools' policies or regulations are violated, and number 4, where the misconduct involves or affects a student's status or a good name or reputation of the school. Number 5, the provision of this chapter shall apply to all bona fide students of the university. Number 6, the students assume an obligation to conduct themselves properly and must not hinder the university's performance and its educational task. Number 7, furthermore, the students must accept the rules and regulations that the university imposes on academic community members to fulfill their educational mandate effectively. Number 8. Therefore, all students and faculty members adhere to and comply with the rules and regulations listed here. In addition, you are encouraged to refrain from criminal acts that are detrimental to students' well-being and the academic community in general. Function and responsibilities of Student Discipline Office. Number 1. To inform students of their rights and responsibilities. Number 2. To inform students of students' discipline rules, codes, and appropriate decency and behavior when dealing with peers, teachers, employees, and administrators. Number 3. To ensure that due process is provided and observed in every administrative proceeding. Number 4. Resolution of disciplinary cases and other students' concerns. Number 5. Issuance of certificate of good moral character.